Hello everyone, welcome back to my craft room. Today I have a fun little ear warmer tutorial for you that I just designed today. This is called the Misty Mountains ear warmer, and as you can see it's got some twisting going on here and then little mountains. I just wanted to make a fun little unique ear warmer for you guys. So I will get into the materials that you will need. So first up you will need some super bulky yarn. I'm using Lion brand Woolies Thick and Quick, size 6 super bulky, and I am using the color Stormfront, which I really love because it's gray with a little bit of pink and blue in there, so I think that's pretty neat. Then you'll be needing scissors, a yarn needle, and then 2 different sized crochet hooks today. The first one is an 8mm L crochet hook. The second one is 6.5mm or a K. And let's just jump right into the tutorial. Okay, we are going to start off this tutorial with a slip knot. So you make a slip knot and then you grab the 8mm crochet hook first, and we are going to chain 57. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 57. So now I have 57 chains, and what we're going to do is we're just going to do 4 rows of single crochet. So into the second chain from the hook we're going to do a single crochet and 1 single crochet in the remaining chains. Now I've reached the end of the chains and we are going to do another row of single crochet. So just chain 1, then turn your work, and just crochet right into that first one and all the rest of them, and we're going to do 3 more rows. So when you finish this one, do 2 more after that. And I'll meet you back when you have 4 total rows of single crochet. Now that we've done 4 rows of single crochet, we're going to chain 1, turn our work again, and then we're going to do 6 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And now we are going to be doing what's called a Latvian twist, which I just learned today while making this. What we're going to do is we're going to hold this stitch with our fingers so we don't lose it, and then we're going to twist our work, then bring the hook around, and then find that stitch that we had our fingers in, and then do a single crochet into that stitch. So we just twisted our work and we locked it in place with a single crochet. So now we're going to do 5 single crochets because we're going to have 6 single crochets in between each of these twists. Then we're going to mark that 7th stitch again. Then we're going to twist the work and find that 7th stitch and put a single crochet right there. And then again we're going to do 5 more single crochets in a row. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, mark the 7th, and then twist your work around, bring the hook over, and do a single crochet right into that stitch. And then we're going to repeat that until the end of this row. Okay, so we did all the twists that we can, but there's still one stitch left, so we are going to put a single crochet right there. And I know it looks a little weird right now, but in the next row it'll make more sense. So for this next row we're going to chain 2, and we're going to turn our work. And now we're going to follow the twist and work into all the single crochets that we made. But we're going to be doing double crochets. So right into the first one. That one's pretty obvious because we just made that one. And then we just follow the curve of single crochets and do the double crochets right into them. So we go into the next one. And it'll get less confusing as you go. So you just keep doing that down the entire row. Just keep following the single crochets all the way down. I just did my last double crochet, and this is what it should be looking like on this side. And if you flip it over, this is the side that's going to be on the outside. You can see how it's all curled up like that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take the end and we're going to make sure it's not twisted in the double crochet row, and then we're going to put these two ends together, and we are going to single crochet them together so we get a nice seam. And it doesn't really matter how many single crochets you put in there, you just have to just try to evenly space it out. It gets kind of tricky because the ends want to curl up on you, but make sure you straighten those out and go all the way down to the bottom. Okay, I managed to fit about 7 stitches down the side. And now we're going to take our scissors and cut that. And we're going to take that out. And I like to just tie that in there. And then instead of using a yarn needle, a lot of the times I'll just use my crochet hook and just weave the ends through. Or sometimes it's just quicker than trying to thread a needle. Okay, I'm just going to trim that because this will be on the inside. So now that we have that seam, we're going to make it go inside out. And I probably could have placed that not better, but see this wave or twist is consistent all the way around, and you should have this side on the outside, the one where you can like peel this back a little bit. There, that is on the outside. And now we are going to move to the other hook, the smaller one, which is 6.5 millimeters, or a K. And we're going to make a slip knot again. Then we're just going to go in the back here, and we're going to find, we're going to just pick a stitch in the back where the seam is, and we're going to join the yarn. And to do that, we're going to chain 3 so we can start the next round. For this round, we're going to be starting to make this little mountain design. So we've chained 3, and that's going to count as 1 double crochet. And then we're going to do a front post double crochet around the next stitch. Then we're going to do 4 more of those front post double crochets, so 5 total. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Just make sure you have 5 of these front post double crochets. And then we are going to be doing 2 double crochets, so working into the top of the double crochets as normal. So just 2 of those. There's 1, and then 2. And we're going to be repeating this pattern all the way around. So we're going to start with the 5 front post double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then 2 just regular double crochets right into the top of the next 2 stitches. And repeat that all the way around until you get back to the beginning. Once you get back to the beginning, we are going to be putting, it's kind of weird where I put, where I joined the yarn, but we need to put 1 more double crochet into this round, so I'm just going to put it wherever I can. And then we're going to join the top of the chain 3 with a slip stitch. So we'll have the 2 double crochets in like the normal spot, and then we'll have the 5 front post double crochets on both sides of those. So this next round is also going to be working on the little mountain shape. So we're going to be chaining 3 again. And then we're going to do a double crochet into the next stitch, which is on top of the first front post double crochet. But we're just doing it right into the top. And then we're going to be doing a front post double crochet in the next 3. So there's 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to be doing 4 double crochets in between these sets of 3. So now that we just did the 3 front post double crochets, we're going to be doing 4 regular double crochets right on top of each of these stitches. Okay, so that's 4 right there. And you can see we did that right on top of that that previous, right on top of that front post double crochet from the last row. And then now we're just going to do our 3 front post double crochets. And we're going to be repeating that all the way around. 3 front post double crochets and then 4 regular double crochets. Okay, at the end of the row you're going to be doing just 2 double crochets. And then we're going to be joining to the top of that chain 3 again, like the last round. Okay, now we're going to be doing the last round of this little mountain. So to do that, we're going to be chaining 3, just like the last round. And we're going to be doing 2 double crochets in the next 2 stitches. So that's 1, and then 2. And this time we're only going to be doing 1 front post double crochet. That's right in that middle one right there. And then in between the 1 front post double crochet, and then after the front post double crochet we're going to be doing 6 double crochets in a row. So that was 1. And after that front post double crochet we're going to be doing 6 regular double crochets. Two, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we're back to, or we've reached these 3 front post double crochets again, so we're going to do 1 front post double crochet in that middle one, and then another 6 double crochets. And we're going to be repeating that all the way around. 1 front post double crochet and then 6 double crochets. After the last front post double crochet you will only have 3 double crochets left to do. And again join to the top of the chain 3 with the slip stitch. And in this row we're just going to be doing single crochet. So chain 1, then we're going to go right back into the top of the chain 3 and do a single crochet. And we're going to go into the next stitch and do a single crochet, and then we're going to do that all the way around Back at the beginning, we're going to be joining to that first single crochet with a slip stitch. Then for this last round, we're going to chain 1, and we're going to be doing back post single crochets. So we're going to go from behind, we're going to go around that single crochet and just do another single crochet. So you do that around every post from the back. So just keep doing back post single crochets all the way around. Alright, after you've done the last back post single crochet, just join to the top of that first single crochet with a slip stitch, and then you can go ahead and cut your yarn, pull that through, and just weave in the ends. Once you've weaved in the ends, you have a nice and warm ear warmer. I hope you enjoyed this pattern, and I will see you in the next one.